Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So hit that thumbs up to connect with this Palo Santo cleansing smoke, as well as to connect with these daily messages, okay? Hit that thumbs up, leave a kind comment in the comment section below. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and little notification bell. And if you know somebody who will resonate with the messages or needs an uplifting message for today, go right ahead and share it with them. All of that helps out this channel, and it is greatly, greatly appreciated. All right. So today is January 22nd, 2026, which adds up to a 10, which reduces down to a 1 energy. So we got a mirroring effect happening today. We have a mirroring effect happening today, January 22nd. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 2, 1. So that could be something that you're seeing. Maybe you're seeing 12, 12, 21, 12, 12, 10, 10, 1, 4, 4, 11, 44. If so, if you're seeing them, then these messages may resonate with you. All right, so let's go ahead and clear out this space. So not only today are we mastering an 11 energy, or mastering a 22 energy, which is remaining balanced, making positive choices, being aware of that next layer that you were building in your foundation of whatever you are creating this month. Making sure that you're meticulously putting that brick where it needs to go, and you are aware that that is the perfect spot for it. Somebody needs to hear this. Why? Because we're mastering not only 11 but 22. So we got a energy of a double master that adds up to a 6 energy. So that goes back to the balancing of the head and the heart, the balancing of our choices, making healthy choices, remaining positive, because yesterday's message was about where your focus goes. Whatever situation you are focusing on, that is what's going to grow. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle to open up the message. Double tap that screen, please. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you're a hater watching, thank you for the view. Okay, so let's start off with the 1, 2, 2, 1. The mirroring. Double tap the screen, please. It's greatly appreciated. So Lord Ganesh is coming through. So this represents abundance, infinite abundance. This is usually shows up in the element of earth, like the root chakra or earth star chakra. And it talks about feeling secure with what you're building, feeling secure, healthy, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. All right. It says obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing here. So this is absolutely beautiful, because we are mirroring today. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. So that is awesome. On the bottom of the deck, we have Bridget talking about your inner strength. You're stronger than what you realize. So some of you could be having some sort of a heart chakra activation. See the fire there. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have your power. So that's what I feel today. We are mirroring out into the world, and specifically to our divine counterparts, right? This, you know, we recognize the power of our heart. We're recognizing our strength, our courage. We are recognizing within ourselves that we are limitless, abundant beings. The secure within ourselves. See how Lord Ganesh is holding up that lotus flower, how we've grown through that darkness, how we have learned lessons through that darkness, how we've mastered lessons. So remember, we're mirroring today with the 1221 energy. So Lord Ganesh. Alrighty, so here we go. I'll hold the card up while I read. It says Ganesh, also known as I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm not going to. Ganapataye. You can chop it if you want. It's the Hindu elephant-headed god, the son of Lord Shiva and the goddess Parvati. Legend says that he received his elephant head as a replacement after his father sliced his human one off when he mistook him for an intruder. Ganesh is acknowledged, Ganesh is acknowledged as the Lord who removes obstacles and is much loved by taxi drivers in India because they believe he helps them weave in and out of the crazy traffic. Ganesh is a sweet-toothed, life-loving, joyful, dancing, and very approachable God. He will use his light to weave a perfect path for you. So today, January 22nd, 2026, it's an important time at this time to move beyond the limitations of it's not meant to be and focus on if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to your external situation, but also helping you clear up any inner conflicts. When obstacles arise, know that they are just a reminder that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way to increase your connection to him. You may want to chant in Sanskrit. Ganapate. I'm sorry I chopped that. Namaha. I will put the book up there. If you know how to pronounce it, please, by all means, do so. This is the chant. I'll leave it there so you can write it down for 2 seconds if you want a pen and paper. Okay, so there you go. Alrighty. All right, so what are the crows warning us about today? For those who watched that video yesterday, it was definitely, it was awesome because we started out with a raven, and then the last card pulled Freya sending that raven in. All right, so what are the crows warning us of today? Which is actually kind of synchronistic because right before I started this video, I could hear them yelling or talking, so to speak, outside. And I look because I usually when I have one, because they know where I'm at in my trailer. If I have one like sitting outside in my yard or on the top of my landlord's garage or, you know, somewhere close where I can see it and not just hear it, that warns me that something supernatural is coming. However, I heard them, but I did not see them, which is like, I feel like a sign that there is an obstacle that is being removed here, that they are assisting with that. All right. All right. So please and thank you, Holy Spirit. My boo-boo show in here. What are the crows warning us about today? Please and thank you. Illusion. You look at the mirror. See the mirror? I said 1, 2, 2, and then the year energy of 1, mirroring happening. So this talks about that illusion cracking. The illusion is cracking, like between you and another person, or you and the universe, you and the world. So it's being mirrored back to you that this obstacle, this illusion is being removed by the spiritual connection that you have with the universe, or even the spiritual connection that you have with the crows. All right, so let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Territory. All right, so yeah, Let's go ahead and read that illusion. So the crows are warning you of this obstacle or this illusion being removed, and it's helping you to um, bring all of the missing parts of yourself back to a center of wholeness, because that's what the twin flame journey is about. It is about the people, places, and situations who mirror back to us illusions that need to be healed, wounds that need to be healed, obstacles that maybe in your way from creating the things that you want to create, especially when it comes to abundance here. All right. So absolutely beautiful. So illusion. I don't know why, but I feel the need to tell somebody out there, it's simply because I'm going through it myself, is to remain calm, because we are in a, especially if you have a high calling like I do. My calling is so high, I have to have something very, very important to do here on earth. If you are watching my channel and you are a follower, we are on similar journeys. They're not exact, but they're similar journeys. You may also have a high call, because it's like everybody, there is so many people doing the stupidest things just to try to get a reaction out of me. Um, and it's absurd. Like, it's actually, I look at it as petty, to be honest with you. I look at it as petty. So you got a lot of petty people who are doing things to you just to try to get a reaction out. Stay calm, stay in your space, and don't allow these people to get the best of you, because I mean, it's just, it gets so annoying, right? It just gets so annoying. All right. So illusion. This is another card inspired by the gifts of the crow. In his book, John Marsluff tells the story of a bird named Hitchcock who had a fight to pick with a raven. However, the bird was its reflection in a visitor's window. This caused Hitchcock a great deal of frustration. Illusion is similar to the moon card in the tarot. We want to see to make sense of the story we create in our minds. Does your interpretation match reality, or are you acting on an illusion? All right. So that goes back to what I just said. Like, there's just people, there's so many petty people out there. And it's a mirror here, really, more than it is a store window. But see how it's cracked? So that is that, it's cracking, it's breaking. The solution is breaking. The ego mind, the story that the ego mind is telling you is breaking. So the crows are warning you of that. Because, like I said, where your attention goes, that's where you're creating. Where your focus, your attention, whatever you are focusing on, that is what's going to grow. So that goes back to what I told you. Remain calm. Don't allow these people to get the best of you if you're going through the same thing, right? Stay connected to your spirit. Stay connected to your hearts. Recognize the power that you have over this illusion being casted, whether it's through your own lenses or somebody else's lenses. Because again, we are mirroring here today. We are mirroring. So I feel like we need to read territory. And I think it's kind of cool that we got the uh, January 22nd, and then the 2026 adds up to a 1. And I said about the mirroring, and there it is in the card. And the crows are outside yelling right now. They're off in a distance, but I can still hear them. All right, so the territory card, let's go underneath. Yeah, influence. So there could be some sort of a codependency influencing this situation, maybe influencing the territory, in the community, right? The community of people, maybe playing tricks on you. It's all part of your growth. That's why Spirit is telling you to remain strong. So territory. Crows are very territorial. In my neighborhood, we're talking about MJ Cullinane here because she's the creator of this deck. We have distinct groups that will not hang out too long on the block that is not theirs. Territory indicates that someone may be threatening your space uninvited, or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your take over something you cherish. And that goes back to the pettiness. Somebody trying to step on your toes. Somebody entering your space uninvited. And that literally happened to me. All right. So just to get a reaction out of me, and it didn't work. I did not even give in. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards about this. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Can we have some little bit more information on the crows warning us about this illusion, this obstacle? For some of you, you may have, with the territory card on the bottom of the deck, the divine may be stepping in and removing some people, places, and situations that are stepping on your toes, trying to influence the community or the people around you by playing mind games, tricking. They're about to learn a lesson, is what I feel. They're about to learn a lesson about intruding or overstepping boundaries here. See the boundary? Overstepping boundaries. So somebody could be on like throwing a rock, hiding a hand situation. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Can we have some more information on the illusion card and Lord Ganesha coming through? Yeah, Ace of Gabrielle. So the Ace of Gabrielle reverse talked about trying to put out that flame, right? Trying to put out that flame. Trying to trigger you. Trying to, like I said, get some sort of a reaction out of you. So the Ace of Gabrielle or Ace of Wands talks about a gift of passion, opportunity, inspiration, a chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So that's why they're trying to trigger you, because it's like this idea is still on your heart, right? And somebody is creating obstacles so that you don't have the chance to do something. You don't have an opportunity, or maybe create an illusion so that you miss this important opportunity. Maybe miss some sort of a message is coming in from Archangel Gabriel. And then we have the Six of Ariel. So the Six of Ariel talks about something that could be coming in unexpectedly. Why? Because you have your spirit team behind you, and they are removing this obstacle, this illusion that has been casted. They're cracking it, they're breaking it, so that you can see something clearly. There could be somebody coming your way as well, who is helping you as well to uh, remove this obstacle. Could be an earth sign. But the Six of Ariel talks about opening yourself up to giving and receiving. It talks about a debt being paid. It talks about having enough to go around, right? Especially with the Lord Ganesha coming through, having enough to go around. So remember I said about the 122 with the year of 1 adds up to a 6 energy. So make sure you stay in that state of balance. Make sure that you be kind when it comes to giving and receiving, whether it's money, energy, because somebody is definitely trying to block that. Look, that keeps coming off, my boo-boo. And this is somebody, whoever is stepping on your toes or invading your space, they lack passion. They lack inspiration. They lack creativity. Why? Because they have some sort of an outside influence like codependency, some sort of an addiction, something along them lines. Codependency is an addiction. And they're seeing through, like they're seeing tunnel vision. And then we have the Seven of Raphael. So yes, Seven of Raphael does talk about seeing through the illusion, right? It talks about breaking through that emotional illusion and making a choice. Time to make a decision, be clear about what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. So somebody needs to detox, because the crows are saying right here, remember I said about codependency or some sort of an addiction. See how them crows got cigarettes around them, and they literally, it says in this card that they can't smoke cigarettes, they pick up cigarette butts. So it could be somebody around you in your neighborhood, in your community, your circle of friends, your circle of family, somebody that you deal with when it comes to business, um, who is influencing something. But the divine is saying, listen, we support you, okay? And whatever obstacle that this community, or whatever obstacle that is causing or influencing this situation, we are removing it. A state of balance is being restored. Because why? Because you are not procrastinating. You're breaking through that illusion, and you're going to make a decision here. Make a decision to what? Not react. Because we have 1 and a 6, which is a 7. So you could be saying 777. Um, a 555 is another thing you could be seeing. Look, on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Michael. That talks about people grouping up together, working together to try to defeat you, to try to take you down, try to cause problems. That's the 5 of Michael energy. The situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Yeah, somebody is awakening here with the perspective. This is Pisces energy, Neptune energy. So Neptune talks about that illusion, right? Somebody is awakening to the illusion of the community of people who have come together, right, to cause issues. But we do have the King of Ariel coming through. This is that earth energy I was talking about. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is coming in to assist. This is somebody who's very stable, somebody who's very successful, somebody who could be a good mentor. But I feel like he is somebody who has also the power to break the illusion. Let's take what's underneath that. 2 of Michael, yeah, making decisions, taking off that blinder, being able to make healthy decisions. So this card talks about the people, right? The people in the community right here who are influencing, stepping on your toes just to try to defeat you, creating battles, creating trickery. Alrighty, so we're gonna pull an animal card. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's pull an animal card. I feel like for some of you, you need to be grateful for this experience as well. When I pray in the mornings, I always thank them for the lessons, and I always thank them for the blessings, because without the lessons, I would not be where I am at today. I would not have been able to grow. I would not have been. The lessons actually pushed me to thicken my skin, to be able to do things like I'm doing for you right now. Because 10, 11 years ago, there's no way I'd have been on YouTube reading tarot cards. No way. Maybe for, a small circle of people that I communicated with, I would have, but I would have never stepped out into the public to be able to do this. But everything that I have been through has caused me to grow, has caused me to realize my strength, has caused me to step into the power of confidence, courage. So somebody needs to hear that, all right, out there. 777 555 1111 144 1144 1221 1222. Those could all be synchronicities that you're seeing. 1234 is the house that I'm getting. So stay balanced. Because your material needs, your abundance is coming. Because the divine seen, right? The divine seen this community of people and how they overstepped your boundaries. They've seen it. And the thing is, especially if you've been walking a journey similar to mine where you've been dealing with a lot of black magic. Yeah, I could have fired back. Absolutely. I could have. I'm not going to lie. I could have. But you know what I did? I stepped out of the way. I took the magical beating because I knew that the divine was watching over me. And I let this coven in these black magic witches or whoever, warlocks, whatever you want to call them, do their thing while I endured the beating because I knew what they were doing was they were stacking it. And I knew eventually that divine would say enough's enough, right? And because I didn't fire back, I actually stepped out of the way. And now everything that has been done is going to be returned. Why? Because I did not personally fire back to defend myself. I took it. Somebody could be experiencing that. Maybe you don't even realize you're experiencing it. We have the dolphin coming through. So to me, dolphin represents Pisces, just like I had said with the Neptune card, the hangman coming in reverse. The delays are over. Obstacles are being removed. The illusion is broke with this community of people. So the dolphin, live joyfully in the present, Archangel Jules. That's how you pronounce it. And you know what? Dolphins they're mammals just like us humans. It's either a dolphin or a porpoise. I know one has a longer right here than the other one, but they are the only fish in the ocean that can kill a shark. I don't know if anybody knew that, but yeah, they're the only fish. I don't know if it's a dolphin or a porpoise. Maybe it's both of them. They're the only fish that are able to kill sharks in the ocean. Sharks keep us in survival mode. They keep us angry, and defensive. On the bottom of the deck, we have the eagle. Seize opportunities courageously. Okay, so dolphin. Dolphins originate from Leucomai, the ascended aspect of Sirius, and carry the keys and the codes of the highest frequency time of Atlantis. Their gift is to pass these into the ocean with joy and lightness, so that anyone swimming can receive them. Despite being highly evolved, certain aliens who held the sacred crystal technology that powered the continent caused its downfall. They were given the opportunity to learn redemption by taking dolphin bodies. so they could safely store the technology but not use it. So some of you may have lived an Atlantean life. Atlantean life. And this could be an illusion that is breaking. Maybe you're activating that crystalline knowledge again. Because this in reverse does talk about abusing that power. So somebody could be having a lot of dreams or a lot of deja vu moments or something along them lines, maybe activating a new gift or maybe getting some sort of a download when it comes to their Atlantean life. So whoever I'm talking to, remember the Atlanteans abused their magical powers. That's why their continent or their city or whatever sunk. All right. So somebody was abusing their powers. They were given the opportunity to earn redemption by taking dolphin bodies so they could safely store the technology but not use it. To watch over them, some angels of Atlantis took dolphin bodies. All this karma ended in 2012. Now all dolphins are wonderful healers. They raise the frequency of people to enable them to restore their own divine perfect health and blueprints. Remember, Lord Ganesh, the earth energy, I said about health. They also bring through the God ray of Christ at the ninth dimension frequency to light up waters with higher love and teach echolocation. The importance of dolphins is such that an army of sharks, whales, rays, and turtles protect the sacred information they carry. The wisdom of the dolphin card reminds you that you are a special, highly evolved being. Throughout your soul long journey, you may not have been faultless. No one has. But that is past. You are now a light bearer carrying sacred geometric keys and codes from this and other universes. Dance and play. Do it makes your heart happy. Your task is to lighten up and be joyful and gracious as you spread your wisdom. Bring through the gold ray of Christ and you will automatically heal others. Also know that no one is perfect, so keep your heart open with understanding and forgiveness. So, yeah, you could have had a community of people who thought they were above you. And because they thought they were above you, tried to influence you. So, yeah, so whatever knowledge that you have within you, feel is being activated. You are seeing something, like having some sort of a deja vu moment today about an obstacle, an illusion that is cracking and is being removed, about how truly magical you are or how powerful you are, how powerful your emotions are, how powerful your thoughts are. And look, underneath that we have the well, underneath the eagle, so another fish. Be strong and courageous. You're ready to transform with wisdom. So you're about to be this beautiful butterfly. And what Spirit is telling you is you have been cocooned. Your angels have been protecting you. You have been in this cocoon and you are about to become this beautiful butterfly. And all this Atlantean wisdom and knowledge that your soul is holding on to is about to be activated. And I feel like there could have been a Pisces person who already knew that. And that's why they were attacking you. That's why they had a bunch of people ganging up on you, trying to influence you. Because they didn't want you to break through this influence. They did not want you to stand strong. They didn't want you to access that power again. They didn't want you to complete a cycle. But whoever I'm talking to, Archangel Michael is protecting you. This cycle is completing. See the 21 energy? That's that mirroring. This cycle is completing. Of somebody manipulating energy. Somebody could be meeting up with their divine counterpart too, pretty soon. Alrighty, let's get a final light keepers message to close out this reading. This is beautiful. Congratulations, everybody. And the thing is, and this is a final message before I pull this card, is you got to look at your situation this way. The reason why you have went through this is because you got something special to do here on earth. You have a reason. There is a special purpose that you are incarnated on earth at this time. So if you are going through something similar as I am going through, with all the attacks, with all the petty people just doing the most, right? The boo-boo on my chin is a spider bite, okay? I literally seen it coming down in a spell. But because of where it came down, I had no choice. I had to walk through it, and then this showed up. So if you're going and experiencing the same things I am, and you got these petty people who are just keep attacking, doing things, get that emotional abuse out of you, just understand that you are here. You must got something very, very, very important to do here on earth, or you wouldn't be going through what you were going through. People would not be doing the things that they are doing because they wouldn't care. Right? You would just be a nobody. Just like the message said yesterday, you have went through what you have went through, preparing you for what you got to do here, for your mission here on earth. Why? Because you got a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And again, that Atlantean abusing their power. So whoever you're dealing with could be a karmic soulmate from the Atlantean times who also abuse their power. We have dolphins coming through, so it could be a Pisces. When I see fish, I think of Pisces. It's like a Pisces in our chart. Notice how there's 3 dolphins on there. There's 2 over here, and then there's 1 right here. It could be trying to block your divine counterpart. They could just be doing the most, right? They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to live this life of joy, richness, abundance. Well, listen, abundance isn't always about money. Abundance is about being grateful for the little things. Right? Being grateful, working hard for everything that you've got without, and this is something that I tell my counselor too, because people don't appreciate free. If you have to work for something, you have a tendency to appreciate what you work for. You have a tendency to value. Why? Because you worked hard to get it. People who are given stuff don't appreciate things. And that's why people get taken advantage of. When you give them things, and that happened to me. I'm a giver. I give. It's not that I'm not open to receiving. I'm just a giver. I got a big heart. And people have a tendency to take advantage of that. And I just had that happen to me a couple years ago. Because I got a big heart, somebody come in and took advantage of that. I'm going to get everything I can from this person. Why? Because they are so giving. So I'm going to use them. In the meantime, when they turn their back, I'm going to be the one taking that dagger in, that sword in. And when they turn around, I'm going to be smiling in their face. Hee hee hee. I just do that. All right. And it gets upset, because you stop giving them. Okay, so we have El Moria coming through here. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. On the bottom of the deck, look, we have Mother Mary coming through. You cannot make this stuff up. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And you know what is crazy? As I was doing this, my biological mother popped into my mind because of the dolphin card. She liked dolphins. That was her totem animal. Okay? So let go of the need to be right, because that need to be right is like somebody trying to prove something. When you always have to be right in a situation, there's that need to prove something, and you have nothing to prove to nobody. So some of you are awakening to the spiritual support that are around you. And how they are helping to remove this illusion, because it's being mirrored as within, so without today. So choose peace. Don't allow these idiots, these fools, this team of people who like to cross your boundaries just to get a reaction out of you. Instead, just choose peace. Hand it over to the universe. Allow them to deal with it. Stand in the energy of love, happiness, joy. Keep a smile on your face. Wear a cloak of protection. Call in Archangel Michael for protection. I got a bunch of bay leaves. I just got them, and I wrote the word protection on them. I got them spread all over my table. I got one hanging above my head. Yeah, so that's a way you could do it. Bay leaves are a form of protection. So that could be a Pisces individual who is awakening to how truly protected you are. All right, so El Moria. El Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh. So it could be messing with an identity, or maybe trying to destiny swap with you, or why? Because you paid your debt, right? You paid your karmic debt, and now they're trying to maybe steal your idea or destiny swap with you. A spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region of the Indian subcontinent. In the 19th century, it is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. This wise soul is now able to help us remove the energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. Removing obstacles. He is a wonderful God to call on if we are unsure if something is real or not. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and to the universe itself. Spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy, putting on protection. El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from traumas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. That's this detoxing. Detoxing and cracking the illusion here. And then learning to make positive choices in your life. And releasing the attachment to the outcome of how your abundance is going to manifest. That's why when I start this video, I always, since I got Palo Santo, light that Palo Santo. And I clear out my space, clear out my aura, my throat chakra, my hands, everything. Take salt baths, salt showers, wash my hair, use the salt body wash on my crown. That's why I always got a hat on. Yeah. Remember that within you, there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. Facing fears helps to crack that illusion. That's why things are being mirrored back to you today. In that 21221. Double master number 11 and 22. Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you for watching. You have Mother Mary coming through here telling you to live in the energy of love and peace, and don't allow this community of people to trigger you. Why? Because you have the strength within you. You have this inner force of strength. Then you don't even realize. And that you are dancing with the universe. You are co-creating with the universe. The spiritual support with the universe is increasing. Lord Shiva. And you need to trust your divine guidance coming through at this time. Your commitment to following your journey has been recognized, and they want you to know that you are loved unconditionally. You are loved unconditionally. You got Mother Mary's energy around you. This beautiful, pure light being. So don't play into the drama, because that's what they want you to do. You already know this. Because you are getting the insights that you need. Alrighty, thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow.